Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I've been out of pocket for a few days, so as Mr. What's his name? Jake Hebert calls him the puppet. I hope the puppet's been doing a good job. But anyway, his real name is Trent. He's a good guy. He's the general manager over here, and I think Mr. Hebert ought to call him and apologize for calling him a puppet. But that's just what I think. So let's get started. Today, hey, always remember, $500 discount, military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, and first responders. Hey, want to come in this week, you get $1,000 off either the Elite or the Signature building. All you do is type in cash. All right? Hey, folks, this is all the people who've received $200 because they referenced or referred someone to us. Do you think they would send somebody here if they didn't believe we were going to treat them right, that they had a good experience? I think this speaks volumes of why you want to do business with Mallett Buildings. They're sending all their friends here, all their associates, whatever, but that's a really good sign when you see that. Hey, this week, stop by Saturday, you can buy a 20 by 50 for $25,499, $25 a square foot. Hey, how about a 40 by 40 for $28,999? That's our value series for $18 a square foot. This is what you get with them, folks. This is our 3-star building. My competitors build a 1-star building because they don't put all the things we put in there. Scissor trusses, 4,000 PSI, cable retention, concrete in every hole. And I tell you what's coming pretty soon, if not pretty quick here, we're getting ready to go to 145 mile per hour and scissor trusses every 3 feet in all our buildings. Nobody, I mean all of our buildings will have that. There's still a big difference in the 3 buildings, but we're constantly improving, so we're going to improve all our buildings, go to standards that only we, 9-foot post spacing, 3-foot truss spacing. Nobody does that. Nobody. That is the strongest building. And then your Signature and the Elite come with 2x8 trusses and 5-on-12. These buildings are super strong. 30 by 80 by 12, $49,499, $21 a square foot. Your Mallett Signature comes with 2x8. That's what separates our 4-star building. 2x8 scissor trusses, 5-on-12 roof pitch, wall insulation. 2 10 by 10s, not 1 10 by 10. It goes from 4 to 6 year on your warranty. That's what your Elite or your Signature building comes with. Remember, the value comes in all the white dots. Then you get to the Elite building. Look at all the things it comes with, folks. 10-year workmanship warranty, 3-foot, 9-foot. So we'll soon put these 2 things on all our buildings. It is the strongest building. But you get 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors, 26 gauge, roofing wall. It's a gutter, 6-inch concrete, not 4. 1.5 times stronger. Post protectors, insulated windows, continuous ridge vents, and wainscots available. 145 mile per hour wind load. Folks, this is the best building in the business. It has more value than any building that we designed over here. All right, let's talk about post frame versus a metal building. Which one is right for you? Advantages of post frame buildings. Lower cost for buildings under 5,000 square feet, fast and simple construction, easier to modify and expand for future growth. Actually, it's more, it'll go any size building better than steel. The bigger the building, the better the price is going to be. Superior insulation, energy efficiency. Post frame walls support thicker insulation and reduce thermal bridging. Wood does not transfer heat like steel, resulting in better energy performance and lower utility bills. Benefits are post frame buildings. More material than steel. Look at the material in a post frame versus steel. They're going to, these are 2x8 trusses. They're every 3 feet. In steel, they're going to be every 15 to 20 feet. There's just not enough material. And then our purlins and girts are 2 feet apart, where they're going to put them 3 to 5 feet apart. There's just no comparison in the power. No risk of rust. Interior is ready to be finished. Legitimate uplift protection with a cable retention system. More material than steel or tubular. And once again, there's a steel. Look at the distance between the girts and the purlins and the posts or the columns versus post frame. Way stronger, way more attachments. And you know, the more of these you have, the more screws you put, the stronger the building becomes. So we're going to have way more screws holding our building together than steel all day long. No risk of rust. You don't need none of this, do you? I wouldn't want no part of it. There we go again. Rust. It's a 2-year study. As you can see, after 2 years, the black iron was in real trouble. The galvanized was really starting to have problems, and the stainless steel was getting ready to get out. Was ready to start having a lot of rust issues. Huh? Yeah, he's right. Mr. Tackett's right. Steel is going to be 3 to 4 times more expensive than post frame. And if you're building a home or a barnuminium, you're going to build a wood building inside of a steel building, and that's going to really cost you some money. So why not just go with a post frame building to start out with? Why put two buildings? That's very expensive. Interior is ready to be finished. You ready to go? You stud in between your walls. You can close that in, and put up your stud walls. You're rolling. Legitimate upward protection with cable retention system. All right, we're the only people that do it. I don't know why the others don't do it, but that's their problem. We've been through 16 hurricanes, over 20,000 buildings and kits on the ground, and we put this in every building. Now, what we do is this aircraft cable goes to every post, and we attach all that together, and that sits on the moisture barrier. Then we put all the concrete on top of all these cables, therefore transferring the dead weight of the slab to the outer perimeter of the building. And that's why they can take so much uplift position, because you'd have to lift up the whole slab. Common myths and misconceptions about steel buildings. Steel buildings are stronger at hurricanes and they don't burn. Well, let's see. Hurricane impacts of steel buildings, featuring some footage from Hurricane Harvey. That's hurricane, folks. That's a steel building. Hurricane, folks. Brief synopsis of all hurricanes our buildings have survived. 16. We've been doing this 26 years. We've gone through 16 hurricanes. Nobody in the business can say that, not the post frame business. Fire damage to steel building? Of course it'll burn. It'll burn. And you get to the tubular stuff. I got a cheaper quote. Yeah, you guys got a cheaper deal. Look at this. See if I got something. Okay, here's another. I've got a cheaper quote. See, folks, the snow did this. Nobody builds what we build. That's a fact. We use all #1 kill-dried MCA ground-treated lumber throughout the building. We could put concrete in the bottom of every hole, which is 3 to 4 feet deep. We do put double 2x12 headers. Some of my competitors are putting 2x10s, if not all of them. It's more expensive. All right, truss is secured to posts with ollie logs. As you can see, the truss is going to sit on the side of the post, and then we ollie log, which is an IBC code. Here's a schematic that goes with the drawings. It shows exactly how we do it. This is all engineered. And it's very important that you get engineered drawings with your plans. 2x6 inner webbing on treated posts. We use all 2x6s. These are 2x8s with 2x6 webbing. Nobody builds that truss. This is a big truss now, folks. I mean, look at that. That's a 2x8 truss. That's not a 2x6. We're the only ones that do that. Engineered aircraft cable retention under every microfiber for a slab. Remember how I showed you the graph? Well, here's the moisture barriers down. There's all those cables. They're all eye-bolted into every post, and they're brought, attached all the way around, tying all the posts together and putting the dead weight of the slab on top of all these cables, so that you'd have to pick up the slab. Very unlikely. Nobody builds what we build. Compare the specs. When you buy or you call for a quote from us, we're going to give you a spec sheet. And on the spec sheet, we're going to give you our qualifications so that when you call somebody, you can compare. We're going to tell you exactly what's in that building, so when you call somebody, you can compare. And you can also get them to initial just to make sure that we're comparing apples to apples. They'll tell you that you just start initialing all that and sign at the bottom. Now you have a legally binding attachment to your contract with them and say, no, you signed, you initialed all this. You told me I was going to get all this stuff. And we got a 20x50x12 for $25,499. This sale ends Saturday, folks. If you want this building, you got to come by Saturday. Hey, a 40x40x12 for $28,999. And we got a 30x80x12 for $49,499. Folks, these are good prices. Try to come in before Saturday. We'll get you that. Or type in cash right now. Get $1,000 off a signature or the Elite Series. And my salespeople, my building specialists will go over all that with you. All right, we have a elite, what's it called, ambassador program, where these people have all joined the program and are willing to show you their building, talk to you on the phone, tell you about their experience, everything. Folks, that's a lot of people that are in the program. So if you really want to deal with a company that's got some people to tell you the truth, give us a call. We'll let you talk to one of our customers. We will beat anybody's price by $1,000 in writing with a spec sheet. The spec sheet tells us exactly what we're building on and how everything is going. The one thing you do get, you get the $1,000. That's fine. But you get this, folks. You get to build with a company that has all checks on the report card. We've been in business 26 years. We've been licensed for 26 years. We have no violations. We're A plus rated and we're accredited. 500 plus reviews. I have a legitimate facility, and we have survived over 16 hurricanes. So it's great to get the $1,000. The best part about this is free to do business with somebody who has these qualifications and has a history of doing good things. Remember, our building specialists are available for you 24/7. Someone is on call 24/7 to assist you. If you get home and you want to talk to somebody, pick up that phone and call 337-214-0428. And he's going to pick that up and help you get your building. None of my competitors do this. We want your business. We want to earn your business. We want to be there when it's convenient for you. Okay? So give them a call. And by the way, we're open on Saturdays till noon. My competitors are not. And we'll stay here all day if you make an appointment. Or if you want to come here after church, we'll accommodate you. Whatever is good for you, we're willing to do that.
Said, are we building in Mississippi yet?
Yeah, we are building some buildings in Mississippi. There's a certain way we have to do it. We're still getting you got to put in Mississippi, unlike us, you have to put a financial statement. But in Mississippi, they make you put a financial that has to be audited, and it costs you about $10,000 to $12,000 every year to do business in Mississippi. Whereas over here, you have to show your financials, but they don't have to spend $10,000 or $12,000. You might have to spend $500 or $600, but not 10, 12. But yeah, we're working on that. The accountants are putting all that together, Mr. Tackett. Thank you for the question.
And then Pete Flowers says, hope soon we can do business on the elite we quoted.
Okay, well, Mr. Flowers, thank you for giving us an opportunity. We love to help you get your building. Hey, get with one of my salespeople or one of my building specialists, and we're going to take care of it. But thank you for giving us an opportunity. We do appreciate that. So, folks, I always like to thank those who've done business with us. We wouldn't be here without you. And also want to thank those who gave us an opportunity, like Mr. Flowers is, and like Mr. Tackett, who bought a building. We really do appreciate all of y'all. And without y'all, we could not produce or do what we do. Y'all are the bosses here, not us. But anyway, look, thank you for listening. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be here the rest of the week, and I'm so glad. And we'll go over some more things in the next couple of days. But look, thank y'all for listening. Give us a call. We want to earn your business. And you can call me at 337-515-2154. Hey, call 337-214-0428 and talk to a building specialist. Look, y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And good luck on everything y'all do.